That's probably where the magic seems to be most apparent in terms of that initial communication or follow-up communication using video. And, I still get blown away by the comments really, because with an email, you get a very clear response. Yes, I'm interested, or no, I'm not. It's very sort of, it's a 0 or a 1. Whereas if you send a personalized message to someone, they actually take time to write you a personalized piece of feedback, which, really shows they appreciate the way you've reached out to them and have actually started that communication. So I think there was one candidate in particular that she wasn't looking, and because she had been approached, she actually changed her sort of mindset and got into the process, and then decided after that, even though she was unsuccessful, she was still going to keep going with her search because it had just had started the ball rolling for her. I don't think you could have done that really with something like an email or SMS or something separate. That would just be very easily brushed off or ignored. It keeps you on your toes because you're dealing with a very well educated, very smart, very switched on audience, yet they're very easily wowed by a video because they haven't seen it before. It's something that's different, and they get a lot of messages from recruiters that are skill sets that are in demand. Anything that can kind of cut through that noise and find out where they're at in their candidate life cycle, really, I think has probably been the most useful thing. So I was just focused purely on looking at what was new in recruitment, what was going to make my role and life easier. And I remember Gianni sent me a capture message back, and that was it. I was like, okay, I mean, it was very, very sort of straightforward. I was like, okay, this is going to work really well. It was just the way that kind of connection and that sort of language and the style of the sort of marketing. I thought this looks like a pretty fun company. If I wasn't working in recruitment, maybe I'd want to work for a company like Odro. I just got a good vibe, and I thought, let's try it, see how it works. I wasn't planning on sort of integrating video into my process as much, and now I'm actively thinking, how can I add more video in? How can I use it in different ways? If it's a way that Odro has part of their framework, that's great, because they're going to give training and support, to back that up, and they're going to help to improve that. If it's something that hasn't been discovered, I'll share it back with them, and maybe it'll help some other people. It's pretty cool to have discovered it. Didn't know I was looking for Odro till I found it.